Okay. Well, hello everybody. Thanks for joining us. You're here with me, Jenny, and my colleague Fiona.
Hi.
And we're here today to talk to you about menopause and the effect that it has on your skin as you age. So it is something that, say that again, it is something that's going to affect every woman at some point in her life. And so yeah, we're here to give you a little bit of an insight into how you can combat those signs of aging.
Mm-hmm.
So there's over 13 million women in the UK who are either peri or postmenopausal, and up to 80% of women experience symptoms, but 100% of women will go through menopause. So they will experience some kind of change that they'll notice in their life. And the reality is that the population is aging. We're all living longer and we want to stay younger for longer. And I think there was a time where, you know, if a woman hit the menopause, that was it. She felt like her life was over. But that's not the case anymore, really.
No.
And to think that, you know, if you're perimenopausal, you know, in your late 30s, early 40s, my life's not going to be over. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. So
No. Okay.
it's not the reality for us anymore. So I think this is a really great time to be alive. So, well, look, at every point in your life that you have an issue you need to deal with your skin. So, you know, in your teenage years, for the majority of people, you're looking at acne, blackheads, that oily skin, or as your skin's going through those hormonal changes, you're starting to notice changes on your skin. As you move into your 20s, maybe you start to take a little bit more care of yourself. You start thinking about SPF and how you can protect your skin from the sun. As you move into your 30s, you are maybe starting to notice those little signs of aging creeping in. So maybe you start investigating how to look after your skin a little bit more. That's a time when you can start thinking about some more active ingredients like a retinol, a vitamin A, salicylic acid, a ferulic acid, some nice antioxidants. And then as you move into your 40s, you are really starting to notice those aging signs coming in. So you're looking to see how can you boost your own collagen and elastin production and speed up that cell turnover. And really it's at that point when you are going to start to notice those hormonal changes then coming back in as the perimenopause phase enters. So
yeah,
we've talked about menopause there, but what actually is it? How do we define what menopause is? Well, medically, we define menopause as whenever you have a permanent cessation of all menstrual periods. So that's 12 months without a period. For most people, this is going to begin between the ages of 45 and 55, and the menopause lasts for around about 5 years. That's quite a shocking statistic there, that 2/3 of women feel like there's a general lack of support and understanding. I guess menopause still is a little bit of a taboo subject.
it is. It's just something that people don't really talk about enough. I think we're getting better at it, but definitely we don't really, like, it's a hard subject to bring up as well, isn't it?
I suppose people don't want to age, so
They don't want to admit as well sometimes. Yeah, we're all getting a bit older.
But then it is, as I say, it's something that 100% of women are going to go through. So isn't it weird that we don't talk about it? But anyway, we're talking about it today. So, well, let's talk about the different stages of menopause and kind of explore it a little bit deeper so we can think about what to expect. So perimenopause is defined from age around about 38 onwards. So this is when you're going to start to notice those declining estrogen levels, and some mild symptoms might start to occur. So things that you may be starting to notice, that you would never really maybe associate with menopause. So maybe more difficult, heavier periods, maybe some breast tenderness, and you might start to get a little bit of brain fog at this time. Then when menopause itself kind of hits, this is when your estrogen levels really have started to dip. And for 5 years, this is I guess where you're going to notice the symptoms that people do talk about a little bit more, such as the hot flushes, and the dryness, and that fogginess and forgetfulness. Over 30 symptoms are talked about, but the most common ones probably is the hot flushes. And then when you enter that post-menopause, that's when you haven't had a period for 12 months. Your estrogen levels at this point really are rock bottom. So your skin isn't functioning as it should do, but lots of other parts of your body as well are affected by estrogen. So you'll notice the big changes.
I think it's a real eye-opener for me anyway, that actually perimenopause starts from the age of 38. I think most people think, you know, well, I know I did, like 40s into your kind of early 50s was the start of it, but actually it really rings true now that you hear age 38 plus, those kind of symptoms that do creep in, but you wouldn't associate with the menopause.
I think as well, it was interesting for me to learn just how much it actually affects your skin.
Yes.
You sort of associate it with other body functions, but when you understand the science of it, and really, I think, well, I certainly have seen clients that have come to us and been complaining about skin conditions and just not even thinking that it could possibly be anything to do with menopause.
I know. And when you hear about it now, you think, yes, that's, you know, it's, yeah, that's what it is. Definitely. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk a little bit more then about what estrogen is and the function that it plays in healthy skin. So estrogen is actually a group term used for 3 different hormones, and that's estradiol, estriol, and estrone. Sorry. So estrogen plays a part in your life at various different stages, and it's what gives you, I suppose, that lovely glow, you know, when you're pregnant and your hormones are running around. Estrogen is the one thing that's going to, well, it can be good or bad, but it is the thing that affects your skin. And how your skin is affected, really, as we said there, very few women make the link between menopause and skin conditions and skin changes. But actually, that time of menopause is whenever you see the most changes to your skin, the fastest acceleration of aging, and it's because of estrogen. It's because of what it does in the skin. So as well as what's going on internally in your body with those hormones, there are lots of other things obviously that are affecting our skin and how it ages. And one of the major players in that is, of course, the sun. We talk about it every day in clinic. We talk about the importance of SPF. And the rays that are emitted from the sun, the UVA and the UVB, these are the things that play the biggest part in skin aging. I mean, people talk about it and they think they understand, but I don't think people understand that even in Northern Ireland, you need to be wearing it every single day.
Really. Well, they're just breaking down your collagen every day, and that's just obviously going to age your skin, you know.
So those UVA and those UVB rays emitted from the sun, so you may not have the UVB, you know, a heavy part in Northern Ireland, the burning rays, but the UVA, the aging rays, if you can see sunlight outside, those aging rays are there affecting you. So it's so important. We can't stress it enough, the importance of SPF every single day to prevent it.
And even people say, but sure, I don't go out. But I mean, if you have a window in your house, you know, the rays are still coming in through the window as well.
Absolutely. And even if you're looking at your screen right now, as you are, your screens are emitting the HEV and infrared light as well, which actually penetrates the skin deeper than UVA and UVB. So those rays, okay, well, they're not burning your skin, they are damaging your skin, aging your skin, and causing pigmentation concerns. So a really good broad spectrum SPF will help prevent against those kind of rays as well, alongside your antioxidants. So many factors all working against us here. What can we do? What can we do? But to go back to estrogen there, we were talking about how it is just so important for so many different parts of your body, including your skin. And really it's the estradiol, that hormone, that's the important one that helps to switch on your skin cells to maintain the healthy function. And they're going to be producing collagen, your elastin, and your hyaluronic acid. And it's whenever that hormone declines as you age, that's when you do start to notice the real changes. And this is why women say things like this: I feel like I've aged overnight, which we do hear, and people complain that their face has dropped, you know, and they've just lost all the structure. Luckily there is things we can do about it, but I'll just maybe pass over to you, Fiona, if you want to explain a bit more about why that loss happens.
Yeah, so 30% of our collagen is lost in 30 years. So as we said, every day, you know, the sun's rays are breaking down our collagen, but also if we're losing that hormone within our body, you know, our estrogen, we're losing kind of that radiance in our skin as well. And 60% of our collagen is lost in just 35 years. Yeah.
But as you age, you're losing 1% every year as your natural kind of collagen loss. But it's that massive 30% in the 5 years, which is where people go, it just, you know, it just fell apart. So
that's when we wake up that morning and we look in the mirror and we think, who is that person? I do not recognize that person. That older person. Yeah.
And really, you know, that 1% loss every year, that's a natural aging. That's gonna happen. You know, I think that gradual decline, you kind of come to terms with it, you kind of accept it, but you know your skin, you know what it's that 30% over the 5 years what I think really affects people, because they just don't know what to do with that.
It's so it's so dramatic in the end.
So thinking about there, the other signs of menopausal skin, the things that happen, people complain about that dryness, that laxity, the wrinkling and the fine lines, and I guess the overall dullness and that loss of radiance.
The loss of the radiance, the loss of that kind of glow that you used to have in your youth, you know, and then all of a sudden it's just like more dry, there's like a slackness in the skin, and more wrinkles, fine lines, and kind of that dull look to the skin.
That thinning of the skin really means that you know, the thread veins are more visible, pigmentation is more visible. I think it's that really, the thinness seems to have a sort of a knock-on effect then.
It's like the crappiness as well, and those lines as well that you wake up with in the morning, and then they just don't go away again because you've lost all your elastin as well within the skin.
So we've been talking about this already, the type of things that menopause affects: the loss of collagen, the loss of elasticity. It's just all doom and gloom, really, isn't it?
I love that quote there. I regret taking such good care of my skin, said no one ever, you know.
I know.
It's true.
So true. I always feel better, you know, if I spend a little bit extra in the evening doing a proper routine, putting on a proper night cream, looking at, I always feel so much better in the morning knowing.
In the morning, you really do, and you can notice the difference in your skin as well. And there's less then in the morning too, you know.
I know. So it isn't all doom and gloom.
No, because we have this amazing treatment. So the Emepelle is an actual treatment for your skin, and there's a serum, and the serum is used during the day, and then there's a richer night cream for nighttime. So both of these treatment products have the MEP technology within them. Okay, and this is a unique system, unique to Emepelle. And it will help to rejuvenate your skin, it will restore, it will rebalance the skin, that's all been affected by the menopause.
And it's patented, this MEP technology. There's no other product that has it in the world. This is the only thing.
There's only one available. Yeah, there's nothing even similar, really.
No, not at all.
So how does the technology work of the MEP? So MEP activates the skin cells to help them function normally again. So the keratinocytes are the fresh, hydrated skin barrier cells on the surface, but the MEP technology will travel deeper into the skin to the fibroblasts, where it will help to produce and stimulate new collagen and elastin within the skin, and will also stimulate your hyaluronic acid as well. So yeah, amazing.
I know. And these are really the building blocks of what your skin is, that gives it its plumpness, its vitality and its youthfulness, all the stuff that's going to be lost.
Yeah, and it's non-hormonal as well, so it's very safe and effective.
I think that's really important to note, actually, that it is the first non-hormonal solution.
Yeah.
Because women, or people don't want to put extra chemicals into their body, which I completely understand. And this does it in a different way. So this is just stimulating those skin cells in the same way that the estrogen does do that, but without using hormones.
Yeah. And it's helping to repair your old collagen as well within the skin, I should say. So it's helping to produce new collagen and also helping to repair the collagen that's already there and boost it. So this is a study that was done as well, and I'll just point out some of the results here that are really good. So you can see the skin thickness was improved by 20%. So that's what we were talking about, when the skin starts to thin, slacken, and you can see more kind of broken capillaries, or it starts to become a little bit crappy. So the thickness is actually really important, I think, and just to give the skin back its firmness. Then there's one there as well. Skin dullness was improved by 39%. That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's just giving it back that radiant glow as well. And then dryness. So yeah, as we do get older, most people would say their skin gets drier as well. So it improved by 54%.
I think that's obviously the first things people sort of notice is that dryness, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it can be so difficult to replace, but 54% improvement is amazing.
Yeah, fabulous.
Amazing. On the next slide, sorry.
Okay. This is brilliant. So these are our before and after pictures. So this was just after 2 weeks of use. This lady had been using the Emepelle, and you can see from the before picture, you know, her skin, it has got that slight redness to the cheeks and nose, and you can see like an uneven skin texture really. And then in the after, you can see the skin looks a lot firmer. It's more plump. And there's more evenness and more of a radiance actually all over as well. And that redness as well has gone away. This one too, I love this one because you can see on the forehead there in the before picture, she has those kind of lines and they're prominent really enough. And then in the after one, they're just like, well, they're not gone completely, but they're faded.
A lot better. That's just like that's 4 weeks. You know,
4 weeks, yeah.
Time.
And then she has kind of a pigmentation around the mouth and the jaw there. And then after, her skin just looks so much more radiant.
It's so glowy, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Even on the cheeks is where you can see that glow, but it even looks lifted to me.
It does look lifted. Yeah.
The line there as well. Definitely more of a structure to the skin.
Yeah, so, and this one, definitely I can see the skin's a lot firmer. It looks, to me, it looks thicker in the after 8 weeks, this one is. Obviously in the before picture, she has pigmentation marks there. She has broken capillaries on her cheeks, where the redness is coming from. And then in the after picture, you can see the pigmentation marks have really greatly reduced. The redness in her cheeks is almost all gone. You can see the skin is so much more firmer, and then there's less fine lines there as well around the mouth.
That's like, I think that's incredible. Those lines around the mouth have got to have reduced like that.
Reduced grip.
Really good result. Yeah, really good result.
So yeah, so this is more about the actual treatment. So the products are obviously unique with the MEP technology. They have an advanced blend in them of our cosmeceutical ingredients that are all clinically proven. Yeah, so dryness, laxity, wrinkling, dullness, all improving after use of the Emepelle treatment system.
I think it is fair to say that so much research went into these products before they were allowed to go on sale. So much research and so many clinical studies, the where all that information came from. These are new products. This is a new treatment that's less than a year, I think, on the market. So we're really lucky to have it actually in Ireland. We're one of the only clinics that do. One of the only clinics who are able to offer this treatment. So it really is groundbreaking actually. And it's great that we finally have something that we can offer our clients that's really going to make a significant difference for them. So we'll talk a bit more. I can show you actually. You can talk, I'll show you what it looks like here.
So serum is the product for morning use. So this is what you're going to use during the day. It's a really light, yeah, you can see it's really silky and light to touch. It's really fast absorbing as well, so it's going to sink right into the skin. Oil free, so it's not going to clog any pores, and really luxurious. Obviously it has the unique MEP technology within it, but other than that it also has our cosmeceutical ingredients. So it's full of powerful antioxidants that are really going to protect the skin from aging. It's got niacinamide, which is an amazing ingredient that is perfect for kind of treating any inflammation in the skin, calming the skin, and evening out the texture and tone of the skin. Peptides, which are an amazing anti-aging ingredient as well. They're going to really boost your collagen and your elastin within the skin, and your hyaluronic acid that's really going to hydrate the skin and plump out any of those fine lines. So it's got everything in it there.
I mean,
so
those are all ingredients that our clients will be familiar with.
Yeah,
you know, these are things you're using already, but just in much greater quantities.
Yeah, and it's only 2 products, and it has all that in it, and you don't need to use anything else really alongside apart from your SPF and your cleanse.
I'll move on to the cream. So
the cream is for nighttime. So this is your nighttime cream. It's a really rich, luxurious cream, really nourishing.
I can show you the texture. It comes with a little spoon to scoop it out, so it's hygienic. So it is quite thick. You know, you can see there.
You only need a little bit of this. Yeah, it'll go a long way. And these products last 3 months. Again, this one has your unique MEP technology, and then it has your cosmeceutical ingredients in there as well. So this has a 2% of the MEP, yeah, so at night time, and the serum has the 1%. And this one has advanced retinol complex in it as well. Your niacinamide, your peptides, shea butter, and grapeseed oil. So your retinol is really going to help regenerate the skin during the night. It's going to speed up your cell turnover. The shea butter is really a great ingredient for firming the skin as well. So that's just what's kind of in it that's different from the serum for during the day.
But it is important to use both together, day and night. You know, people you know, if they could just take one, which one would it be? And it doesn't really work that way. They do come as a system to use as a treatment system, so you do need the morning and night, both using them together.
But at the start we do need to treat the night cream like we do a retinol as well, where you might just use it like for every other night to begin with, and then build it up where you can use it like every night after.
People that have used other retinols, it's still because of the advanced nature of this product, we still would want to acclimatize our skin.
And
of course SPF as a must.
Must, definitely, yeah.
So that's Emepelle. We think it's great.
We're talking about an SPF, so there is an offer, isn't there, Jenny?
Absolutely, yes. We have a free SPF whenever you purchase the system together. The two products for the system that's going to last you about 3 months is £300. So if you break it down to be £100 a month, if you think about it that way, it becomes very cost effective. Because you're not going to need any other product at all. So yes, we do have an offer on our website at the moment. You will get a free HelioCare SPF, and then for £300 is everything you're going to need for your skin. But we are available to chat more, both myself and Fiona, and for anybody that has any more questions about menopausal skin changes or any other concerns that they're finding throughout the aging process. We're offering one-on-one private consultations on a video chat, or we can give you a call. You can find all the information on our website, and we'll be happy to chat.
Yes. Thank you.